Hey everybody, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have is Ace of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You can be having a breakthrough with somebody you're working with. Working something out with, collabing with. Meaning there's somebody that you're interacting with or people that you're interacting with. There's going to be like some type of common goal, or we're trying to like be a team when it comes to this, trying to figure something out. This feels like doubly some type of new chapter. Having both Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles will set the stage for the new chapter that's happening, but you can also feel like a breakthrough preceded this. So you can feel like there was a breakthrough in the communication or in the understanding, or that we both feel clear on this now, or we all feel clear on this now, or that problem that we were having, like now I see the solution. It can be that type of thing that happens. And you can feel a sense of mutual support within this, and it can lead into a new chapter now because of whatever this was that happened. So this is something that you'd see as being like real progress here that you've made. Where whatever needed to be broken through is now broken through to the other side. This can also be you working with your guides too, for those of you that you're not doing like an interpersonal collaboration. Okay. Things are settling down now. You can move forward now, is what I'm seeing. Getting the number 4 here. Some type of conflict was being worked out. Could have not been seeing eye to eye. This can also be something that was going on within you where you were like, how do I resolve that? But now I'm seeing the answer be here. I'm seeing it be very clear. Yeah, you could have been fighting with somebody that you work with. When I say somebody that you work with, it can be anybody that you interact with. Like it can be an interpersonal thing. It really doesn't matter here. It has to do with you and a relationship that you have, and trying to work together with someone or something. But there was some type of conflict before where you can be like, okay, now I understand what was going on, like why the conflict had arisen in the first place. And it can also make it easy now where you're like, okay, this is what we have to do to work through this. So there's conflict, there's understanding the conflict, like why it's happening. Then there's being cooperative and working together. And I'm getting support having to be here too. Because it's like without the support, this won't work, and I'm seeing that be important. It's like the common thread. It's like, it feels too like all the pieces of the puzzle have come together. So maybe something was missing before. Like you couldn't figure something out on your own. You could have felt like you needed another person's support, perspective, honesty, communication, something like that. But I'm seeing when everything comes together, when like all of the pieces of the puzzle come together and you see the big picture, I'm seeing there be illumination, awareness, but there's also joy that's connected with this too, where it's like it can feel freeing even, whereas before it was like a tussle that was happening. Now I'm seeing there be almost like a liberation that's come of this, where before it could have felt like war, fighting. Even if you don't see it as being that extreme, it could have been like a battle sort of that was happening. Now having the sun come out, it feels like now we're using our energy with one another for like the same reason or like a similar cause, rather than being against each other. Like that. And now, the way that I'm seeing this, Three of Pentacles moves into the Sun, which then moves into Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is like you're doing your part and this other person or everybody else has to do their part, and when they do, this thing comes together. Then I'm seeing it transition into the Sun, which means, well, now we can see everything that's been going on, so now everything makes sense. So stuff that wasn't making sense before now makes sense. And now that allows a new chapter to begin that couldn't begin until all the pieces came together and we saw everything and we understood everything. And like all of the energy and all of the expression and what was going on, like the truths of the situation, all of that, it allows there to be a clear understanding. And it allows for things to begin now. Or for like the next chapter to begin of this. What came to light too was that there was conflict. So I'm seeing that also be important here, where it's like something needs to be worked out here. Like this can't work the way that it's happening right now. This needs to be figured out. And in that moment where things get figured out, where all of the pieces again come together, and this is like a group effort. There can't just be one person making an effort, because then you only have half the story. It's like everybody needs to do their part, do their share, and that's the only thing that makes this work. So it's a collaborative effort on everybody's part, and without that, the new chapter cannot begin. That's what I'm seeing. So now that the new chapter is here, I'm seeing there be a very clear way of, this is my position now within this, and now I can get this moving. There may have been some sort of like executive decision or call that needed to be made on your part, because I'm seeing you come out as the King of Wands. Something feels like it's stable again or harmonious again in a way where it wasn't before. Like there was conflict. Oh, some of you, this is with you and somebody that you're close with. Close relationship of yours. Feels like everybody's working together again, and that's what keeps the harmony and that's what keeps the balance. I'm seeing there be this highlight energetically that this is not solo effort. This is like a group effort. So if everybody's doing their part, that's what allows this to work. But if anyone's not doing their part, the whole thing doesn't work. It's like that sort of thing. So you can't man this on your own. This is something where everybody has to do their part. Even if it's just you and another person, it's like both of you guys have to do your part in this. Conflict that came up now can move past that because it's resolved. I'm seeing this be like a clean resolve here. This isn't like, well, we kind of half dealt with this and now we're just trying to like cheat our way into the next cycle. It's not like that. I'm seeing this be like what was the real problem, or what was the real conflict, or the real thing that needed to be worked out. I'm seeing it be crystal clear what that was. I'm also seeing there be a joy of working together again, where there's like a willingness to work. I'm getting again support having to do with this too. Like that's important. Support, clear communication, or like a transparency too. Something as well about the timing of things. It's like if you're standing there and you're holding up your part, and everybody has their own part too, but they're not at the same time like putting it where it's supposed to go, it won't complete. So there's something about like same place and same time, like needing to be in the right spot, and everybody needing to pull their pieces in here, and that's how it can work. Because if they have their piece over there and you have your piece over there, it's like you still have all of the pieces, they just haven't been put together yet. So there, it feels like there's something going on about like you have to be in the same place at the same time to get this to work, and then it completes the process. And then the way that I'm seeing this too, like that happens, right? And then when it all unites, it's like it becomes the sun, and then it's powerful. It like, it does, you know, I feel like this is something that happens in like shows or movies or whatever, when different people have like a thing pieces of the puzzle and they join them together, and then there's like light that shines from the cracks, which then like unifies it. I feel like this is like the thing when everything comes together and it's unified, and then it works the way that it's supposed to. It's like when somebody has to add like the gem in the middle or whatever, and then the machine works. It's like that type of thing that has to be put together in order for it to work. This feels like the moment when it's like working. So something could have felt like it was out of commission, and now it's working again. And then like the last piece of this, it like turns solid, and that's what the new chapter is, where things are the way that they're supposed to be again. So it feels like this kind of became a portal, something about like you working together like in the right way at the right time, something very synchronistic about this. Something then completes the process, and then a new chapter is able, this like open the portal is what I'm seeing. And then it's like, I know what to do here, because I'm seeing you be in this position where maybe you couldn't do something before, and now you're like, this is my new chapter, and I know what to do here. So it feels even too like you could be in a spot where you feel there's a responsibility that you have, or you recognize your own power in this situation too. Like, without me, this couldn't have been possible. But it's not just you, it's everybody. Without me, this wouldn't be possible, and also without that other person, this wouldn't be possible either. But I'm seeing this be more so about your focus on you, is what this seems like. So you're like, this is my chapter where what I do impacts what's going on. My willingness and my intention, and like, right, power is within taking responsibility and ownership. So even though it can be difficult to do that, right, because it means like if something's going on, it's on us. At the same time, when it's on us, it means we're the ones that have the power. So you have the power to empower the situation and to empower yourself by doing what you feel like you're supposed to be doing here. So now it puts you in that place where you may be feeling empowered in a way that maybe you didn't before. For some reason you weren't able to show up like this, but now I'm seeing you show up the way that you like to show up, and in a way that's going to be really effective. And this means too that you're kind of the one steering in this new chapter where you end up going. And I'm seeing you definitely going somewhere here too. You're like commanding this, where it is that you're moving towards. And having it be Four of Wands is like you're moving into a time of stability. Things are not disjointed the way that they were before. There's going to be effort that's still needed. However, things are like working properly the way that they're supposed to now. And if you keep showing up and doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to allow you to keep the balance and for something to function properly. So that's what I'm seeing is going on. This looks like it has to do with a close relationship that you have. Alright, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.